Hi, good morning, class. Welcome to my last lecture of managerial economics. That is again the theories of profit. So, this lecture is in continuation with lecture 16. So, in this lecture, we are going to have a discussion about the remaining theories of profit. So, we have talked about profit. So, what is the nature of profit? The nature of profit is uncertain. That means some if during a course of time or during a period of time, if you have earned well, then you are not sure, and even the market is not sure that the same person is going to bear the same amount of profit or not. So that means profit changes according to the emerging situation of the market. So the condition of market is also uncertain. So according to the present condition of the market, the businessman can earn the profit in the form of normal profit, supernormal profit, or just profit, or he can go for the bearing of loss as well. So, if you want to be in a race of earning high profit, then the very important thing you have to keep in mind that you have to move according to the need of the market. What is the need of the market? What is the trend in the market? What are the new technologies that the various businessmen or the various companies are using? And by using those advanced technologies, the companies are earning high profit. So, if you want to be in a race of earning high profit, then you have to move yourself according to the changing trend of the market situation. This is only the mantra of earning high profit if you want to be in the race of good businessmen. So, by the help of these theories, you can easily take into consideration that if you belong to a business family, then your business is in which of the theory. If you are earning well by using or by working or by moving with the moving trend, then your business should be in the dynamic theory of profit. If you are in a habit of giving something new, or some if you are in a habit of using more and more new things in your business, then it means you are in a age of innovation, that by giving something new at every stage in your business, you can give a new idea or a new product to the market. So you can categorize your business under innovation by giving something new at regular interval of time. You can put your business under innovation theory of business. If you are in a continuation process of earning profit and you are ready to take risk, no matter up to what extent is that, then you can put your business under a risk bearing theory of profit. So according to the need and nature the person is having for his business, you can implement the various theories of profit. So in this session we are going to discuss the other important theories. So let's get started. Risk bearing theory of profit. If you are in a age of businessman, and if you are a businessman, then always put yourself to be in a risk. If there is a business, then there is a risk. So always mentally and physically prepare yourself that if you are doing a business, then you should be in a habit of bearing a risk, because earning a high profit cannot be earned without taking a risk. If you are ready to take a risk, that means you are under a risk bearing theory of profit. This risk bearing theory of profit is associated with the name of F.B. Holle. F.B. Holle was the person who has propounded the theory of risk bearing theory, that if you are in a businessman, you should be in a habit of taking a risk, or you should be in a habit of bearing a risk. Profit is the reward of risk taking in a business. During the conduct of any business activity, all other factors of production, that is, land, labor, and capital, have their guaranteed income from the entrepreneur. They are least concerned whether the entrepreneur makes profit or undergoes losses. That means every businessman have a same factors of production, that is land, labor, and capital. And by utilizing these factors of production, some businessmen can earn a high profit and some businessmen can earn a normal profit, or some businessmen can go with the loss. So it is up to you that what are the factors of production you are using in your business. You should be used in a best possible manner and convert those factors of production in earning high and high profit. Then what is, you have to take a risk. Innovation theory of profit. In the dynamic changes which gives rise to profit, according to the dynamic theory of profits, Joseph Schumpeter has singled out for special treatment the part played by innovations. The daring and the dynamic entrepreneurs continue to hit at one innovation or another, keeping their business ahead of others, and thus make a handsome profit. That means every time they give something new to their business, and by this they are in a category of innovators, great innovators. And by keeping their business ahead and by continuous in the race of doing innovation, they earn a very handsome profit. Scumpeter has given the term innovation very wide meaning: discovery of new material or new technique of production resulting in the lowering of cost of production or improving the quality of the production is an innovation. Means giving something new in the sense which lower the cost of production or which improves the quality of production. If you are giving something new which depends on, or which lowers the cost of production, or which improves the quality of production, then you are in a category of innovation. So if we talk about in profit language, so in profit language, innovation means you are giving something new but in terms of cost of production, or improving the quality of production in the business. Innovation may be two types: those which change the production function and reduce the cost of production, and second, those innovations which stimulate the demand for the product, which change the demand or utility function. That means innovation are of two types: first, which change the production and which reduces the cost of production, and the second is which stimulate the demand for a product or which can change the demand of the product. That means due to up to some extent the demand of the product can be high or the demand of the product can be low. So by giving something new to your business or by discovering something new for the business in the form of technique, and by using that technique, if the cost of production becomes low or if the quality of production gets improved, that means you are giving something new to the business, which can be categorized under innovation theory of profit. Criticism of innovation of profit. So, what are the criticisms? That Scumpeter, also like Clark's, ignores uncertainty as a source of profit. Clark has given the dynamic theory of the profit, that means if you are moving with the changing trend of the market, then you can earn a profit. So some way or the other, the scumpeter is ignores the uncertainty as a source of profit. That means if you are ready to bear the uncertainty, then you can earn a profit. But scumpeter is not satisfied with this view of Clark. He also denies that risk bearing plays any role in determination of profit. He also denies that if you are not be in a mood of bearing risk, then you cannot determine profit. So these two are the criticisms which is given by Scumpeter. He ignores the uncertainty as a source of profit, and the second is risk bearing factor. Risk bearing theory of profit. Most people do mind the risk which makes them hesitate to make plunge in business. The greater the risk, the higher must be the expected profit in order to induce to start the business. All businesses are more or less speculative, and unless the risk taker is going to be amply rewarded, business will not be started. If you are in a mood of starting your business, then always be in a mood of taking a risk. Unless you are not ready for taking the risk, you cannot survive in the market, or your business cannot survive in the market if you are not ready for risk bearing capacity. So, risk and profit are the two sides of coins, and the coin is business, right? So if you want to be in a race of high business, then you should always be mentally and physically be ready for bearing a risk. That risk can be in any form. That risk can be in a form of earning high profit, can be in a form of using new technology for the first time, or giving something new for the first time in the business. So these are some of the factors by introducing which you can bear a risk in your business. If you are starting a business for the first time, then it is also categorized as a रिस्क, क्योंकि अगर आप कोई भी बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर रहे हो तो दैट मीन्स यू आर टेकिंग अ रिस्क. आपने हैवी कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है, फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन पे इन्वेस्ट किया है, लेबर हायर करी है, और जहां बिजनेस सेटअप होगा उस सेटअप के लिए आपने कोई भी बिल्डिंग परचेज की है कमर्शियल बेसिस पे, या आपने उसको खरीदा है, वॉट एवर इज द बिजनेस कंडीशन इज. So that means you have done all that thing. That means some way or the other you have taken a risk to survive in the market. So if you want to survive in the market, just move with the changing trend of business in the market. Then only you can be rewarded in the form of profit. Drucker mentioned four kind of risks: replacement, risk proper, uncertainty, obsolescence. Now, criticisms of risk theory. If any person has given something good, then obvious there is a kind of criticism. Now, what are the criticisms for risk bearing? Entrepreneurs cannot in their entirely be contributed to the element of risk. They feel themselves under a pressure of risk, and if it continues, the businessman is under pressure of risk, then he cannot survive well, or he cannot prove himself well in the market. So according to risk bearing, taking a risk is a kind of mental pressure. Risks are born, but because the superior entrepreneur are able to reduce them. It cannot be denied that a great deal of pure profit is the reward for risk bearing. If you are cracking a good deal, that it is a full reward of that you have somewhere or the other you have taken a big risk. That's why you have earned a reward in a form of profit. Uncertainty bearing theory of profit. The theory according to Professor Knight is it is uncertainty bearing rather than the risk taking, which is the special function of the entrepreneur and leads to profit. So what is the difference between uncertainty and risk bearing? Risk bearing means you have mentally prepared yourself that you are going to perform this thing in your business, and uncertainty that you are not aware what kind of uncertainty takes place in your business, but somewhere or the other you have prepare yourself mentally that you are mentally ready for the uncertainty if it takes place in your future course of action. We have seen that there are certain risks which are foreseen and provided against. Risk of death and of accident like fire, ship sinking are statistically determinable. Their incidence in miserable. The insurance companies undertake these risks in return of premium paid to them. The payment of this premium are included in the cost of production. The entrepreneur gets no profit on account of these risks. Hence, risk taking is not the function of the entrepreneur but of the insurance company. The entrepreneur gets remuneration for bearing uncertainties and nothing for the risks which have been foreseen. The incidence of which is on the insurance company. Yes, insurance company can be the best example of uncertainty because they are you are paying for the uncertainty which takes place in the business in the form of death, in the form of accident. That means somewhere or the other you are preparing your business for facing uncertainty which takes place in the coming future, and for preparing for the uncertainty bearing uncertainty in the business, insurance company plays an important role. Criticisms of bearing theory of profit. The theory of uncertainty as a cause of profit has been criticized on the following basis. Uncertainty is only the factor that limits the supply of entrepreneur. Yes, it limits your capacity that up to what extent you are ready to take the risk in your business. That means it has defined some limit up to which the entrepreneur is ready to take the risk for his business. Uncertainty bearing is not the only function of the entrepreneur. Yes, taking a risk or always be ready for bearing uncertainty is not only the function of the entrepreneur. Apart from these two functions, the entrepreneur is performed all the other functions which helps for the survival of business in the market. Uncertainty bearing cannot be elevated to the status of a factor of production. Night theory does not seem to have much relevance to the real world. Businessmen continue to estimate profit ex ante in defiance of this theory. So every theory has some criticism. It is up to you that if you want to be in the race of earning high profit, or if you want to be in the race of a good businessman, then you have to practically implemented the theory according to the need of the business, that your business is at which stage. According to the level of business, you should practically implemented the different theories which are given by different authors like risk bearing, innovation theory, dynamic theory. So upon depending upon the nature of the business, the theory can be implemented for earning high profit margin. So this is all for this session. Now, one thing I want to say, class, that here the syllabus of managerial economics gets over. So try to revise my all lectures, and if you have any problem, let me know. We can put one query handling session in which I used to solve the query of all the students if you are having in any of the topic. So here your managerial economics gets over. Now we will meet in the next lecture of your session. Till then, stay safe, be happy, and stay blessed. Thank you, class. Have a nice day.